Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Cheese Gaming. Yeah, that's right, I changed my YouTube name, and hopefully I'll appear in search results better because it is tedious to type out all those threes. Anyways, this is my Halloween special, Touhou Koumakyou, the Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Now, if you haven't heard, even though I talk about it all the freaking time, I'm a huge Touhou fan, a Touhou nut. That actually sounds kind of gross and silly and stupid. Touhou nut. But anyways, yeah, this is my very first Touhou game, and I have beaten it on all character settings. But for those who do not know anything about the Touhou series, basically what it is a series of shoot 'em ups, or shmups as school kids like to call it, created by the one and only Zune, as in, yes, this is an indie game. I haven't done an indie game since Cave Story and Ika-chan. But he did all the programming, all the graphics, and all the music. Yes. Great programming, great music, terrible art. I mean, yeah, he's kind of infamous for his art, but he's famous for his music composition, even though he hasn't received any musical training prior to making the games. But this is actually the 6th game in the series, and let's go on to the story. Basically, what happened is that it's just another typical day in the land of Gensokyo. In other words, there's an incident going on in the land of Gensokyo. A scarlet mist has suddenly covered the land and has blocked out the sun. Of course, many residents have become annoyed of this mist and can't stand it for more than 30 minutes. So, Shrine Maiden Reimu decided to go ahead and investigate the incident, which led eventually drawn her to a Scarlet Mansion that suddenly appeared out of nowhere. On the other hand, a magician named Marisa Kurisami doesn't really care about the mist, but knows that there are rich people living in the mansion and assumes that she can go there to steal some treasure. Now, there's different shot types depending on what characters you use. As you can see, Reimu Hakiri, the Shrine Maiden, and Marisa Kurisami, the magician, has different stats. Reimu has decent moving speed, very good attack range, and decent attack power. However, Marisa has very low attack range, but very good moving speed and very high attack power. Now, every time you select a character, as you can see, they actually have different shot types. Like Reimu has the homing amulet or the persuasion needle. And I need to take a good drink because and I know that it's not because I'm talking so much anymore. I think that it's actually more along the lines that this house is actually very, very dry. I mean, just dries my mouth out talking all the time in such a dry room. But anyways, the spell cards is basically your equivalent to bombs. Like, if you choose Homing Amulet, you get the Fantasy Seal, and... sorry. Oh, goddamn, why is this place so dry? I should be recording in my dormitory, not my... dormitory? My college dorms rather than my freaking parents' place because they keep their house so dry. That's why I have to drink all the time here. This is probably the last time that I'm going to be recording at their place anyways. But anyways, let's go ahead and... didn't mean to actually start the game. Back to the title screen. Oh, and I should mention, just to show off Marisa moves, she has Magic Missile as Stardust Reverie as her bomb, and for her love, type, there's Illusion Laser, which cuts through enemies, and Master Spark. Just to go back to Reimu, Homing Amulet, you can kind of guess, her attacks home onto enemies, and Persuasion Needles basically cut through enemies just like Marisa's Illusion Laser. Magic Missile is basically has splash damage. Anyway, since I actually beat this game with all character settings, I might well go for a replay, and I'm going for the story that is most canon, which is Reimu-B, which man, covering so much. And Reimu-B I consider to be the most canon simply because of the ending, in respect to Zune having a special policy against all spoilers, which is why you can't view endings in replays. Because it feels like you should work in order to see the ending. So, but anyways, I'm going for Reimu-B, and I'll go ahead and explain the game as I play through it. Start with stage 1. As you can see, where we are at stage 1, Scroll of Fantasy Knight, Mystic Flyer. Just flying around, killing off fairies. The red items increase your power, while the blue items increase your points. Here you go, you actually see, as you can see right there, I collected enough power in order to spawn my my needles. So now I can actually defeat enemies easier, and here we are at the first mid-boss. Now, as you can see, as I focus with the shift button, what happens is that a dot will appear. That represents your hitbox. If you manage to let bullets go over your sprite without actually hitting your hitbox, you'll gain graze points. Graze points actually increase the number of points you can receive. Receive a certain number of points and you gain an extra life. So yeah, that's basically how to gain extra lives in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Also, if you notice, for those who are familiar with this game, why does this look and sound different than the original version? Well, that's because I'm using the retexture tags, the retexture patch, as well as a... Let me just pause here and take a drink. Oh, man. I am seriously sorry, guys. But why this game looks so different is because I'm using a retexture patch. As for the music, I'm actually using the MIDI version, but I also got a program called Virtual MIDI Synth, which allows you to apply sound fonts to any MIDI. So I just chose the Touhou MIDI, so now you got kind of remixed music feeling. Anyways, let's resume because we're about at the mid-boss. The Yokai of Darkness, Rumia. Now here I am, she starts off by just aiming bullets at you, which I'm just going to graze for points. Because like I said, the more points you have, the closer you are to gaining a new life. Now, as you can see, the bosses have their own bombs. Right now, she's using Nightbird. Unlike characters, though, your own characters, bosses actually have multiple multiple spell cards that you have to complete. Now she's going back to a regular attack pattern, which I just like to stay close to the lasers to get a whole bunch of grays because they're actually fast-moving bullets. Now here's her second and last bomb, which is Darkness Sign Demarcation. Very huge opportunity to graze, and she's already down for the count. Now I'm just going to end the recording real quick at the end of each stage, so hold on just a second. Okay, here we are, we're back, and stage 2, Lake Elf Water Magus. Now we have some Gyokus coming down, and I like to just bomb so I can collect all the items on screen. Very useful. Now just fairies are just coming down, and yes, I call those enemies, those yin-yang orbs, Gyokus. Kind of like a tribute to the very first Touhou boss, Shin-Gyoku. Now, I don't know if it's just me or my parents' place is just dry. Like, I never had any trouble, having a moist mouth, in college, but I think that my parents should get a humidifier for this room. Anyways, here's the stage 2 mid-boss. I stopped, shooting right now just so I can graze these bullets that she shoots out at me. Ice shards, actually. And you can also graze a little bit from the, green and red kunais as well. Now I gotta hurry up and actually defeat her. And I just barely defeated her. Now she dropped a bomb fragment, and now that kind of makes up for the one that I used at the beginning of the stage. Do a little bit, grinding here and there from the fairy bullets. Well, actually, I didn't freeze at all at that point. And, once you reach 128, power, basically you reach full power mode, which, can destroy all bullets on screen, but I missed out on it. Now, here's the Ice Fairy of the Lake, Cerno. She is a very popular Touhou character. And she is actually, my second, favorite Touhou character overall. She's gonna start off, just doing a spread pop, shot followed up with a, ring bullets that you can just graze against. And her, first spell card, and her most infamous attack, Ice Skull Fall. Why is it infamous? Well, in the very first, in, easy mode, she doesn't shoot those yellow bullets, which, makes her, well, ridiculously easy because you can just shoot her at point blank. Which led many people to say that she is an idiot, up until Zune confirmed in Phantasmagoria Flower View that she is indeed an idiot. So Cerno is an idiot. Okay, second spell card, Perfect Freeze. She just randomly spawn bullets and just have them freeze on screen before they go into random directions. It's pretty much just navigating around, so it's not really that difficult of a spell card. And I gained an extra life because I gained enough points. Now here she is, Diamond Blizzard, which is literally she just spams a whole bunch of bullets that are very slow. Idiot. Yeah, all you have to do is just slowly move around the bullets and she's easy. And I'll catch an air conditioner cold. I'll just pause the recording right now and I'll see you well, in just a few seconds anyways. So just hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and here we are in Stage 3, Scarlet Borders, Scarlet Land. That kind of implies that we're starting to come up to the, Scarlet Mansion that, I mentioned in the, intro. This is actually my favorite stage in the game because you got in a whole bunch of fairies that spawn a whole bunch of grazing kunai. Well, they're aimed right at you, so it's easy to just do some grazing. But I also really love the music. I don't really care much for the main character, the boss character here, even though that all the she did win a Touhou popularity contest. Even though that I don't really care much for the boss of this stage. Though I do love the stage itself just because of the music and, well, for Pete's sakes, it's freaking easy. And here's the mid-boss herself. She's just gonna spawn a ring of bullets, and then just a bunch of random bullets. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like this character, but she's not one of my favorites. Like I said, Cerno is my favorite character from this game. Rosy Sweet Flower, damn it. next up is my last stand. You're going to do a last stand by yourself? And she actually dropped a, one up. Well, a life, actually, but she dropped her life. For me. But anyways, just go ahead, use the kunais to, graze, because the more points, the merrier. These Kyokus are being ridiculously easy, and already I gained another life. And she's also the boss. Don't follow me! Thanks for leading the way. Chinese girl, Hong Mir Ling. Everybody forgets her name and calls her China. But anyways, she's just gonna spawn a barrel of bullets, followed up by raining down bullets. Really all you have to worry about are the bullets that slowly rain down, but aside from that, it's easy. Rainbow Wind Chime. I actually had a lot of trouble with this because, I used to go circle around Hong Mi Ling, but instead you're actually supposed to stay at the bottom and just go in between the bullets like, I did right now. And there you go. Now what she does for this non-spell is that she summons a whole bunch of fairies to fight for her. Kind of fitting, since she is a gatekeeper that seems kind of like the military type. She's also a Chinese stereotype. Which, you know, I don't understand why people are so easily offended by stereotypes. Because I don't know, maybe because whenever I listen to, or hear about the American stereotype, I always found it funny. I don't know. I guess it can be offensive in some countries, but I ought to stop because I'm starting might sound a bit racist. I actually had a lot of trouble with Colorful Rain as well, but, I actually captured this, actually I think this is the very first time I captured this spell card. Dun 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 dun. There we go, captured it, but I will not capture Extreme Color Typhoon because it is absolutely crazy. Evil Ceiling Circle. First time I had to use a bomb since stage 2. I won't be able to get point bonuses because I use a bomb, but yeah, if you actually complete the spell card without dying or using a bomb, you gain extra points. Anyways, stopping the video. Alright, here we are at stage 4. Mansion of Darkness, Save the Mind. Now, as you can see, those fairies actually dropped, Star of David's? Okay. Well, Star of David's. No, Star of David's. Now, as you can see, bullets have gotten much more frequent. So basically all those lives that you collected in stage 3, 2, and 1, yeah, you're gonna need it. Now this game gets very serious. Now here's a strategy for this. Start on the left, and then go to the right. Each time you defeat a fairy, the bullets disappear. Now start from the top and easily go around so you can just squeeze through the bullets as they spread apart. Now these spell books, basically you can't destroy them, so basically it's a bit of an endurance test. There we are, now we got into the mid-boss. Koumakyou, as many fans call it, even though that has no name. Well, I defeated her quickly and now I can just barely got to the bomb. Luckily these Kyokus or Yin Yang balls aren't going to shoot any bullets until now. Now I'm kind of like sticking in between those bullets just for grazing. However, I couldn't get out of there before they leave some, well, lasers. which you can stand by to do some grazing, but kind of preoccupied with the rest of the books. And there we go, now I'm collecting some grays. Now this is dangerous. Basically go ahead and shoot the fairy and just progressively go to the other side. Do the same for this fairy. And progressively go to the other side. Now you got in some Koumakyous that are falling down here. And to the side. Very easy to defeat, but still kind of annoying. Because they're actually shooting, and wow, I didn't actually need that bomb, but I just kind of panicked because I could have just easily go over the top. And just like the same strategy as the last fairies. By the way, I really love this mid-boss. Aren't there windows in this house? It's kind of dark. The one in the red and white over there. Don't run amok. This is Patchouli Knowledge. I really like this character. Now, I should say beforehand, her spell cards are different depending on what character you choose and what character settings you chose. Yeah, she's kind of a strategist. But apparently she's a librarian who lived in this mansion for a long time. Now, like I said, her spell cards are going to be different depending on your character, and since it's the first time I played with Reimu-B, I was not prepared for a princess who died. But it seems to be just squeezing between lasers and then those big white bullets. However, if you did die, you can collect those power and be able to collect those bullets properly. And I love her music, by the way. Zune has done a great job at writing music. Okay, Sylphe Horn at high level for Reimu-B. This is actually kind of challenging. Now what I did right there was called a death bomb. If you die, you have a small window opportunity to use a bomb. Now using Water Elf. Basically just spawning bullets that go at different speed. So yeah, most of them are just homing on you, so you can just easily just squeeze between them and get around. It's actually not that difficult of a spell card. And Mercury Poison for anyone who chose B shot type, you'll get this. So even Marisa will have to face this if she played as Marisa B. It's pretty much just going around the bullets, kind of like similar to Water Elf. But overall, it's kind of challenging, but I never really found it to be so hard. There's someone who plays with time and space. Interesting. Stopping the video, of course. Here we are, Stage 5, an elegant servant for the Scarlet Moon. Now, you want to start off by going to the top of the screen and getting rid of those fairies fast. Because they'll end up doing that. Yeah, lots of bullets, lots of dodging. Strategy is defeat the fairies before they shoot. But most of the time, you can't because other weak fairies suddenly appear to get into your way. Now here I'm gonna end up having to use a bomb. There we go. Now these bullets kind of fan out, so just be prepared. I should have used a bomb. Ah, the cleaning isn't getting anywhere. The mistress will be angry with me. Now here's a strategy for this mid-boss. Weaken her and go above her. She will not be able to hit you this way. However, I want the life that she drops. So eventually I'm gonna have to go underneath her. Now, is there a bigger reason to waste time? There is. If you manage to wait out all of her attacks, the next wave of berries will not even appear. Now here is misdirection. Basically what you were supposed to do is simply slightly move, hardly at all, but I moved too fast, so I lost a life. But I managed to regain that life quickly, and soon enough I'm going to, there we go, got in all that full power. And Sabami. Getting in the way of my clean again. Sakuya Izoi, the maid of the Scarlet Devil Manor. Well, since we're going after the mistress, Sakuya is not going to let you, so she's pretty much the last stand before the final boss. Now she's gonna throw knives all around while having bullets spread out, and I really need to start using my bombs. Here it is. Flop's Corpse, her special ability. Freezing time! And making you act stupid. Basically what you want to do is try to mislead the knives as you go through the random bullets that she suddenly shoots out. Like so. Also, I love the music. Zune actually said that he has no idea about rock, and yet he managed to write rock music. Hilarious. Now she's gonna have some Fanny Now Kunai that actually bounce around the walls. The blue ones will bounce on the walls, so watch out for those. Luna Clock. Very similar to Luna Dial, she'll freeze time. However, the knives are now going to go into random direction. So you're gonna have to play a little bit with Lady Luck here. I was just kind of lucky right there. Really just take your time and move around the bullets. Now she's gonna spawn knives that are going to bounce around the walls, and this time the red knives also do the same, also bounce. This is a very annoying non-spell. And here it is, her final spell, Marionette. She's gonna spawn a bunch of knives that suddenly turn green, and they bounce around the wall. Only the green ones bounce, so yeah, this is annoying. God, my house is dry. You let me see her now. The mistress can handle her. God, I really need a drink. Here it is, the final stage. Rain of Blood over Essalum. Here it is, Stage 6 of the 6th game that houses 6 spell cards. Yep, you got the reference alright. Basically, just easily squeeze through the bullets. They're actually very slow. I actually consider this one of the easiest stages of the game. Here, you're just going to weave through the bullets. Very easy. And that's pretty much what this entire stage in itself. Just weaving through bullets. I've got to make I gotta make you at least waste a bomb. Don't you have errands to complete? Ah, Sakuya. You suddenly become easy. Now this is a very easy spell card. Looks intimidating? Well, it's actually easy, but I actually wasted a bomb. All you have to do is just bounce back and forth randomly, just avoiding bullets as they come. Here it is, the final boss, Reimu-B Scarlet. I knew it, humans are useless. Basically, the story is, well, Reimu-B is a vampire. She wants to go out in the daylight, but she is photosensitive, so she decided to block out the sun for good. Here it is, the final battle against Reimu-B Scarlet, to finally cleanse the land of Gensokyo of the Scarlet Mist. And I love the music, just listen to it. Zoon is an amazing musician. Even though he had zero musical training, I consider him better than most magicians. As you can see, Star of David was ridiculously easy. Now here's the pattern for this. She'll shoot directly at you, then shoot underneath her again, and then shoot directly at you. If you remember the pattern, this spell card is kind of non-spell card is easy, but I couldn't remember the pattern until after I beat this game. Here it is, Scarlet Netherworld. This is a tough spell card that I never ever captured in my entire life. In all my playthroughs, never caught this, so yeah. However, this non-spell card is easy. All you have to do is just go between the knives and just stand perfectly still. That's it. Curse of Vlad Tepes. The real life person who inspired the story of Dracula. She'll try to impale you with some knives as you weave through chains of bullets. Now she'll turn into a vampire where she's completely immune to all shots, and she'll just shoot bullets that go in the order of being random, to aim, to being aimed again. Just remember that those big glowy bullets actually have a relatively small hitbox. Like the hitbox is pretty much the red in those large bullets, but anyways, Scarlet Shoot! I hate this spell card. It's spread, and aim. Spread, aim. And I hate that because you got then so many bullets you have to weave right through. It is ruthless. Here it is, final spell, Red Magic. She'll just spawn purple bullets. Every time you use a bomb, she turns into a bat, becoming immune. Basically, just weave through the red bullets. Now, I'm going to be silent and just enjoy the scenery, the music, the awesomeness that is Reimu-B Scarlet. Oh, that's it. That's the end of my playthrough of Embodiment of Scarlet Devil.